Commercials. Some love them, others fucking hate them, but we all need them in life. How else would I know if I'm going to enjoy or find use for paper towels? But I want to talk about a specific kind of commercial. The video game commercial. Specifically, Mario Kart commercials. Eventually, I'll take a look at other commercials done by Nintendo, but right now, I want to talk about everyone's favorite kart racing game, Mario Kart. You see, Mario Kart wasn't always as big as it is today. Originally, there were only 9 characters and 3 games, but a bunch of advertisements about how these were the greatest kart racers. And if you were to sit down and play them, I mean, sure. But let's talk about these damn commercials. I have a collection of commercials from the 90s and early 2000s about the first 3 Mario Kart games. Super Mario Kart, Mario Kart 64, and Mario Kart Super Circuit. Let's start off with the one that started it all, Super Mario Kart. Looking at our first commercial, and wow, actual 2D animated commercials. Most ads for Marios nowadays are just gameplay footage and some 3D animation. But let's remember, this came out in 1992. I don't think 3D animation was even used until 1995 with some story about toys. So they had to work with what they got. And oh boy, they did fantastic. Unfortunately, most of these commercials are in Japanese, so most of you wouldn't understand them. But just by looking at the commercial itself, you can tell you're in for a ride. Yoshi getting hit by his own shell, Yoshi dying, DK Jr., oh yeah, that guy, falling off a bridge. However, where's Luigi? He's the only Super Mario Kart character to not appear in this commercial. I guess Luigi will get his time to shine eventually. Now, looking at the American commercial...
Let's go racing! It's Super Mario Kart Funny Car Madness! Only on Super NES! Turn the track into a giant mud pit! Or burn rubber on ice, wood, or asphalt! Mix it up for the big boys! See Bowser in his Bigfoot dropping truck! See Yoshi's go-kart really go! Mushrooms, banana peels, turtle shells!
Yeah, this just screams 90s with all the effects, transitions, texts, you know, all that. As for the third commercial... it's an English dub of the Japanese commercial, and apparently it was a traffic newscast, which, sure. Something I find kinda weird is that this is the only game that uses the animation for both American and Japanese commercials. Why? I don't know. The final commercial we'll be looking at for Super Mario Kart is this one featuring Domino's Pizza.
There's only one thing they're into as much as Domino's Pizza. Now, order Domino's and get your Domino's $25 million Nintendo Instant Win Game card.
Wait. 25 million? That's like 56 million in today's money. Fuck this, I'm going Domino's.
With a chance to win thousands of free Super NES, Game Boy systems, Super Mario Kart games, plus savings on pizza and Coke Classic.
Give me the fucking money! Now we're moving on to everyone's favorite college pastime, Mario Kart 64, released in 1996. Starting off with another 2D animated masterpiece.
Mario Kart 64いよいよ登場
So Mario Kart Rokujuyon, which is just 64 in Japanese, has one of the most badass animations for Mario I've ever seen. Did you see Mario? He was pissed. Now I see where Mario Strikers got its inspiration from. We see some actual Mario Kart 64 tracks. What I believe to be Wario Stadium, Luigi Raceway, Peach avoiding swamps in Bowser's Castle, Toad falling off Banshee Boardwalk, I think? DK's Jungle Parkway, Yoshi taking the Royal Raceway ramp and flying over the entire fucking castle. We see Wario, Bowser, Mario, and Luigi racing down the stairs on Bowser's Castle. Then Luigi gets hit by the Calamari Desert Train, and Mario hits the camera. What an absolute masterpiece of a commercial. It's what convinced me to make this video in the first place. This was so gorgeous. Well, that is, if it wasn't in 320p. But then again, this was 1996, so I won't be too harsh. The next commercial shows us gameplay footage, and it still has that theme playing. Jeez, you need to play it everywhere? It's not bad. It's more honest as it's not relying on its Atomic for its sales.
I
don't know what he said, but I'm gonna guess he was giving away the poster? Is it too late to enter, maybe? Our third commercial takes place in Australia, because of course it does.
Now in exactly 1 minute and 13 seconds, I'm going to drive my go-kart between 2 carriages of a speeding train.
You know, go you Australian man, do your stunt.
There's a train going past! Why is the train going past now?
Oh, you tried. The fourth commercial we'll look at is this carnival. Hey look, it's Wario.
your seatbelts for a 360-degree burnout. Precision handling for 1 to 4 drivers. New Mario Kart 64. It really kicks asphalt.
I like Mario Kart's motto being kick asphalt because we all know they're trying to say kick ass, but classic Nintendo censoring ass. Luckily, we don't censor anything here. Next up we got, hey, wait a minute, this is the Taco Bell commercial!
Banana. Oh, hey, Taco Bell. Ooh, give me some of that. 64.
The real version doesn't have any voice acting for Mario nor DK, but they promote Taco Bell, and is that Funky Kong? Holy crap, I need that. Now, before we move on to Super Circuit, I just want to quickly go over this German commercial that makes DK sound like such a gentleman.
Aber nicht meine Bananen.
Okay, moving on. Now we have Mario Kart Super Circuit, or Mario Kart Advance for the Japanese release, which sounds like a way cooler name than Super Circuit. Why couldn't we have gotten Advanced here? Oh boy, another animated commercial. Yeah, this one seems a lot more quiet and instead has the character sound effects. Definitely my least favorite of the 3 animated commercials, but it's still pretty good. I love Mario getting the shock and just blasting everyone. Then it shows off some gameplay and the 4-player capability. It's fun, just not as good as the other 2. Next up we have an American commercial with the viewer being a racer driving a regular car while Mario, Toad, and DK race alongside you. And it's the people wearing costumes, which I find kinda cute. DK is the first to slip up, slipping on bananas. Yeah, he got Toad. Then we apparently shoot a blue Toad at Toad, completely fucking him over. Poor Toad, we did him so dirty. And then there were 2, with us and the main man himself. Then we end up fucking running him over as he's been launched, never to be seen again. Then it was all just a game. Next commercial is some gameplay footage.
20 new tracks await with enough twists, turns, and trouble to make any kart racer cringe.
Wait, did they say cringe back then? This was 2001. The internet was barely even a thing.
Or exercise your road rage in the popular battle mode. Hurl shells at other drivers, become invincible, or send your opponents swimming.
I'm surprised they haven't shown battle mode until now. I guess it's called Mario Kart for the racing and not the battle. I bet we all know this commercial. Yeah, that was one of my favorite commercials behind the 64 animated one. Do I even need to say anything? Also, this commercial might have predicted GC and Daisy Cruiser because they were on a ship. Why were they thinking this far ahead, putting hints of their next game in a commercial? Hold on, there's more than just the cruise one?
Advance.
What the fuck? These elderly people are fucking savages. You just set that man's crotch on fire. Jeez, how many are there? Luckily, by the way they're aligned, I'm gonna predict that the one in the wheelchair is gonna get hit by a car.
Mario Kart Super Circuit on Game Boy Advance. 4 players.
Well, those were most of the commercials for Mario Kart. During Double Dash, Nintendo just decided to have the characters be in live action, which I find kind of a downgrade because I really enjoyed the animated commercials. And even though Nintendo has moved on from the 2D animation, it's still cool to look back on how commercials were back in the day, as I wasn't even born in this era. It's fun to look back at this almost lost form of media. Now, as for me, my paper towels I ordered from the commercial finally arrived. Time to open it up and... this is toilet paper!